Welcome to 1,000 Mile Coffee. You riding with Jason?
And David.
We got Mr. Javar Wright with us today. It's an old friend of mine from high school. All them several years ago. But we ain't going to talk about how long it's been.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Right. We brought him on here today because he's an owner-operator. He's a, I don't know if I want to say a smart one or a crazy one.
Or should we go quotation marks successful?
Yeah. How should we word that?
Experienced.
That works.
There you go, experience. We want to talk about pros and cons of, I'm a company guy, he's a company guy. I know he wanted to do, or wants, I don't know if you still do.
Still kind of back and forth on whether I want to do owner
Right,
operator.
wants to do owner operator, and he is an owner operator. So we can, this way, if you want to try to see whether you want to be a company man or if you want to buy your own truck, you can hear his experiences and make your own decision. Everybody's experience is going to be different.
Absolutely.
So, I looked at being an owner operator. I thought about it. Mm-hmm. And then I broke down the figures and I'm like, well, shoot, I'm not going to make much more than I'm going to make now as a company guy. And I ain't got the headaches.
Yeah.
But, I guess the way I look at it, somebody tries to give you a load that you don't want, you can knock to where I can't. I got to go.
Yep. Bye.
All right. So tell me a little bit about, or tell us rather, why did you want to be an owner operator?
Well, first I'm thank y'all for bringing me on and whatnot. What made me really think about it? My uncle.
Right.
He served in the Army. That's all he's ever done ever since he came. He drove a truck in the Army. When he came out, that's all he's ever done. That's all he knows. Being around him, he's the one that actually taught me how to drive.
I thought your grandpa taught you how to drive truck.
No, it was my grandpa. He was up there. He introduced the idea as far as me getting my CDL and stuff. But it was my uncle. He the one that taught me. I never forget the first time I ever even stepped behind the wheel of one. My uncle, he just kind of threw me in the hot seat, and I was like, man.
Sink or swim kind of deal? Man,
I could have hit him upside the head with a rock, man. I'm going to tell you. Man, what happened, man, he had came in from Alabama, had a load of Gatorade, and he was running out the food line and done. And we're not going to go on that.
You know what? Hold on. No, I am going to go there. Any driver, whoever, and people who want to be a driver, you will learn to despise DCs. The food line in Dunn is out of everybody I've ever talked to, I think that is the most despised of all of them.
Let me tell you, I go in there, I make sure I'm getting ready to take my 10-hour break.
Yeah. You know what? When I first started driving with the first company, the company you're actually leased on to now.
Yeah.
I got lucky. I always did dropping hooks. I never had the live load. So I was in and out quickly. And I said, this ain't bad. This ain't bad. Until I had to go with an actual live unload and was there for 13 hours.
That's all?
I guess I lucked out with my 7-hour unload there.
Well, the only time I've ever had a live unload there was when I was pulling refrigerated.
Right.
And I'll put it to you like this. They said that cause one thing about that particular DC, don't get there too early. They're going to turn you around.
Yeah, they won't let you come on in.
They won't make you turn around and get you going back out. Well, I remember I had at a 5 a.m. At a 5 a.m., I rolled in there about 4:30 in the morning. Well, needless to say, I had my truck cleaned up in Kenley on my way down. And let's just say I had took a nap, polished out my wheels on my truck, had that thing clean from top to bottom, and took another nap. And then, I did all my paperwork, and I'm looking for stuff to do before I got up out of there. I had to actually go onto personal conveyance to get out of there.
Good night.
I burnt up a whole day sitting there.
That don't surprise me none.
No.
That don't surprise me none at all. And I think that, and that's one of the reasons that the anybody who's ever been there, right there across the interstate, across 95, that it's got pilot fuel, but it's not a pilot. What is it, a Kangaroo or something? Man, that thing stays. It is, but it stays packed all the time, man.
Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, you know, like I said, if I'm pulling, you know, refrigerated, you know, you start rolling in there, which, I mean, a van trailer is a van trailer, but on some of these places, you know, it's a big difference from that drive-in world to the refrigerated.
Right, and a lot of that refrigerated stuff is takes priority.
Yeah.
Because once they crack the doors on the trailer, the temperature starts to change.
Well, I know with some places, they tell you do not shut your unit off.
Right, constant run.
Yeah, we got to let that thing sit there and run. They're back there doing whatever they want to do. You know, another thing that I know that DC and another one, same company, that was notorious for, is putting product back on the trailer, calling you for your paperwork, and they don't tell you about it. Man, that right there burns me up.
No, what do you mean? You mean like on an overage or something?
Overage, if they reject part of a load or something.
Right.
I've had cases where they didn't even put it on the bills. They didn't say nothing to me. Only way I found out is when I pulled away from that dock, went to go shut them doors, and I see pallets of product.
Well, the good thing is if they don't put it on the bills, they're not writing it down as an overage or shortage. You just back up to a dumpster, throw the shit off, and keep going.
Well, yeah, but then I don't want that. You run the risk of, well, they may not put it on my bills, but they may have put it somewhere else. That's and then, fair. You know, it goes back to the company and they're like, oh, well, why didn't you report this? Things like that. So it's kind of like, you know, you pretty much know what CYA.
Right.
You know?
That's a fair assessment. You always want to CYA.
So, I mean, in that case, with me, especially with things going on, I never like to throw away food. I just don't. Unless it's something like just completely horrible that I need to throw out, by all means possible, I do not like throwing it out. Usually, whatever area I was in, I would try to find a food bank that I could get my truck into. I would let them know, hey, here's where I just left from. Here's what I have. You know, I've got to dispose of it, and it really could be used. I know there's some families out here, you know, during hard times, stuff like that. Everybody needs to eat.
Right.
You know, so I was like, hey, I got this. I'll be willing to bring it to you. And I've never been turned down. The only way I've been, well, let me rephrase, I haven't been turned down as far as the product. The only way they were not able to accept it is if I could not get my truck in there.
Right, if you just couldn't get in there.
I just couldn't get it in there. But a lot of times they were open to it. You know, they appreciate the donations and things like that. And, you know, I know some guys, you know, I've seen them, hey, you know, oh, I'm about to go sell this or I'm going to get on the radio. Look, man, I'm not about to do all that.
Right. Give it to people who actually need it.
I'm going to give it to people that actually need it. And I'm going to go ahead and keep them 18 wheels moving. You know what I'm saying?
All right. We kind of got off topic there.
No problem.
All right. So your uncle's actually what made you want to be an owner operator. Yeah. And he took you to that in the hot seat going to the DC that shall not be named.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you what he did to me. So,
knowing your uncle, there ain't no telling.
Man, we got there to set the trailer down. He's like, man, come on, jump out the truck with him. He said, man, he goes over there. He said, roll that landing gear down. What? Didn't give me no direction, nothing. Go roll the landing gear down. Huh? You want me to do what? Roll that landing gear down. He done popped off there, airlines, unplugged the electrical plug, and then he's standing there looking at me. Roll the landing gear down. What? All right. Man, I'm over there cranking. I got both hands on that thing. Just cranking. I'm looking like a complete fool out there just cranking. I'm like, man, there's got to be a better way. He is laughing. He's laughing. He still ain't telling me nothing, but I'm out there just cranking. I'm tearing my little arms up, cranking. So after we did that, he said, yeah, man, you see that handle under there? Yeah, pull it. What? Hold on, man. You just unhooked 3 lines from this trailer. Now you give me all the hard stuff, man. Hold on, now we need to swap. Let me unhook the simple stuff. You do this, you know. But so that was my first time rolling down landing gear. You know, pulled fifth wheel. He pulled out from underneath the trailer. Get around there to his shipping and receiving office. He pulls up, pops the brakes. Hey man, I'm running here. Take the paperwork inside. Pull the truck over there to the side for me. In the middle of the parking lot. What you just tell me? You can drive, man. You can drive that little 5-speed Honda. You can't drive this truck, man. He grabbed paperwork. He said, "Man, just move it over there for me."
That little 5-speed Honda is a whole lot different than driving a damn semi.
Man, look here. That's exactly what he told me. I said, "Man, no, you didn't bring my Civic into this, man. Come on." You remember my Civic?
Yeah. That little Civic was fun though, man. It really was.
Man, let me tell you that everybody knew me for that doggone Civic.
Right.
But
that big ass fart cannon you had on the back of it.
No, I didn't have no muffler on it.
Yeah, it did.
No, I didn't. Not on that one. My pickup.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, my
of.
pickup. The one I still got, my Mighty Max.
You still got that Mighty Max?
I ain't letting that truck go. She hanging in there strong, boy.
All right, squirrel moment here. We need to. All right, let's get back. Pull the truck up.
So man, I get
You
over
still
there.
got that? Man, I didn't think that thing was old as crap when you had it to begin with.
Man,
It's still running.
Still running. I go to California.
Crazy as hell. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
But man, I get over there. I'm up here looking like what? Like, you know how the trucks, you know, they eating full. They got the pattern on the darn dash and stuff. Oh, he ain't got nothing on dash. I'm like, oh, you did. So here I am. I'm the mash clutch in. I'm up here like, hold on, I can't get this son of a gun in gear. What in the heck? Mash that son of a gun to the floor, and I'm just like, oh, hell. I just felt it drop in. Well, I don't know what gear I'm in. Ain't no gear pattern in this truck, nothing.
We finna find out.
We get ready to find out. I released the brakes on that son of a gun. I eased out on the clutch. Man, doggone. I got it right first try, man. I must right had that thing second gear. I felt it pull off. I was like, oh, shoot. I'm good. So, mess around. I get the truck moved around, and he comes back out. He say, I told you it wasn't hard. I said, man, don't you ever do me like that again.
He just threw you to the wolves. Here you go.
Yeah, then he's like, man, get on out there and do it.
Like David said, sink or swim, figure it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did, too. But, yeah, he's the one got me in the truck, man. You know, we go to truck shows, things like that, you know.
Now, did you go straight into an owner operator, or did you go work as a company man first?
No, I worked company.
Okay.
I worked company. Actually, very first company I drove for, they were good, you know, ran Northeast mostly, whatnot.
Northeast.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think any driver really likes going to the Northeast.
Man, I was going up there a whole lot. I did run team at, you know, for a short period of time. I ran team a little bit because they just had extra freight or whatnot. But ran team, you know, for a short amount of time. And after getting into the industry, I was kind of looking like, man, you know, I thought about my uncle. I'm like, man, I like doing this, but I don't like. He telling me, man, oh, we need you to take this load to Vermont. I don't want to go to no freaking Vermont. I don't want to go. Why you sending me up there? I'm driving the road angry. Like, I'm going up 81. Like, man, get out the way. I will mess the left lane up at 63 miles an hour. Don't y'all play with me. I will make everybody feel the way I feel right now. Y'all better go on. I'll put this big son of a gun over there, y'all. I'm gonna mess y'all day up too, cause my day is messed up. Right. Everybody about to be late. You know? But nah, looking into it, you know, and you know, talking to him, and then I started coming across some of his friends, you know, their owner operators and stuff, and you know, I'm looking at their trucks, man. I'm like, dang, man, these trucks nice as crap, you know. And I'm seeing them, they're like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna get me a load and go here. Man, I ain't going over there. I ain't never going there. I'm like, dang, I don't want to go over there either. But if I tell them no, they want to ask me why. What are you doing different, you know?
See, you got drawn in by the chicken lights and chrome.
No, it wasn't that. It was just the fact of, hey, we need you to go to Vermont, and I can say no. And it's like, well, dang, okay.
Right, ain't nothing they can do about it because it ain't their truck, it's yours.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to put a pause in right here. We're going to put a little pin, and we're going to pick up next time on part 2 of this, all right?
All right.
All right. You going to get it right this time?
Nope. I ain't even gonna try. You do it.
Nah, man, go ahead.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Y'all have a good one. Thank you for listening to 1,000 Mile Coffee.
Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
I ain't even trying. Nope.
Everybody stay safe. Keep your greasy side down.